There's no doubt that the cost of living pressures are really starting to bite now, and we're seeing a lot of executives really starting to take stock of where they are, where they want to be, and trying to look at their primary source of income, their main employment contract, and whether they're in fact being remunerated correctly for the services that they're providing, and getting the packages onto the right level. And so we're seeing a real surge in salary renegotiations. This is happening across the market because executives have often not had the increases that are required for their role, for their particular industry. And although it's, a lot of employers are doing it tough, they will look carefully at this component, particularly for top executive talent. So it's a perfect time to really get a bit of a reality check on where you are with your salary, where you are with your total remuneration package, and if you are in fact, being benchmarked correctly across other similar roles in the market. And a good sign of this is, are you being constantly kind of tapped on the shoulder by headhunters and they're presenting you with better paid positions in the market? This could be a sign that your employer just hasn't quite kept pace with the remuneration. Now, contract negotiations, renegotiations during employment are not simple. It does require some thought, and some employers just won't have a bar of it, and the reality might be you've got to move jobs to get a lift in your salary and get a better package. But there are instances where you can renegotiate, you can have a open, transparent conversation, particularly if you've taken on more responsibility, particularly if you're delivering fantastic results for the company, particularly if you're key mission critical talent. And so that's where you've got to do a bit of an assessment of where you sit. What is the reality? Where are you in terms of a benchmark against your peers in the market? And is there any room to move? And when would be the right time, the appropriate time to have that conversation potentially with your employer? Get in touch with me. I'm an expert at salary negotiations. I've done several of these in the last couple of weeks where we really came to the conclusion that the executive didn't really want to leave the company, didn't want to go anywhere else, but was feeling terribly undervalued and wanted to at least explore that option with the employer of trying to get the remuneration package correct. And in all instances, we were able to get quite a substantial uplift. And of course, with the cost of living, an extra $40,000 a year could make a massive difference to your take-home pay. So there's all sorts of opportunities there. Definitely worth exploring. Get in touch. I'd love to have a chat with you about it.